K-Rugs, the sober dog. Yeah, sober dogs. Coming at you. Today's video, what is the right recovery program? What works the best? Let's get straight to it. What recovery program works the best? 12-step, rehabs. You got places like Recovery Fitness, which is recovery through fitness, connecting with other people. You got therapies. There's multiple different approaches to getting clean, getting sober, finding recovery. So which one is actually the best? And the answer? All of them, any of them. There isn't one that is statistically the best. Your recovery program is your recovery program. It could be anything. That's something that is so confusing in our society today. People are always saying you have to do that one, or you have to do that one, or you have to do that one. Now there is scientific and there's facts and data that show that, for heroin addicts, coming off with a, Suboxone or a methadone type approach is more effective. So, medical assisted detox and medical assisted therapy is effective, judging by the stats. But for you, for the individual, you are the only one that knows what program is the best for you. I recommend trying whatever you need to. Rehab is great. What I like about rehab is that it gets you out of your environment, your using area, for whether it's 30 days, some are short, 15 days, 90 days, great, 6 months, and put you in a recovery program with other people seeking recovery, with doctors, with psychiatrists, and then they show you multiple different things. They give you the science behind recovery, they give you science behind your brain, they introduce you to AA type programs, 12 steps, NA, and they give you a little taste of each. And during that time, your body, your brain get clean. And then when you get out, you say, okay, I remember in rehab I did some 12-step. I really like that. Let me try that. And if you go and you hate it, try a different meeting. Or, then you go try Recovery Fitness. Or then you go try whatever's in your town. Your recovery program is your recovery program. There is no one is best. Whatever you need to do to stay sober is what is best for you. So don't let anyone online tell you you have to do this, you have to do that. If you don't do this program, you're wrong. If you don't do that, you're not really in recovery. Whatever works for you to stop using drugs is your recovery program. Now, with that being said, there has been a lot of people who will do something like, just a straight put everything down, detox, get clean. They do it, for their family, maybe for their kids. And it works for 6-8 months. Now, I firmly believe that you have to be in some type of program. It is very, very few and far between that could just drop drugs or alcohol and stay clean just on, their own will. So what program that is up to you. Some people, it's some type of therapy, talking to it, a doctor, psychiatrist, a therapist, whatever, AA meetings, 12-step, NA, just connecting with support groups around town. Something to just keep it in your brain that, hey, I am an addict or an alcoholic, and I need to remember that. Because it happens a lot of times, has happened with me, is 8, 10, 12 months go by. You know what? I'm doing very well. Things are going good. But then recovery starts to drop off a little bit, whatever your program is. And then slowly that disease creeps back in your brain, and it'll hit you from every angle. You know what? My main drug of choice was heroin and coke. I could go out and, I could just have a couple beers, or I could do this. Or you know what? I could smoke a blunt now. That's no big deal. And it slowly comes. And you might just smoke a joint, and that's it for a month. But then a month later, you smoke another joint. And then one day you smoke a joint and you drink some whiskey. And then you're out with some buddies a month after that, and somebody pulls some cocaine out. And then the whole spiral comes again. So it doesn't matter what recovery program, but a recovery program to keep it in your brain to let you know that, yes, I need to keep on top of this every day. Addiction is no different than having, cancer or diabetes. If you have diabetes and you need to take insulin every day and watch your diet, that's what you have to do. If you don't, you could die. Addiction is the same thing. If I don't wake up today and do my recovery program, for me that's 12-step. I'm a big fan of 12-step meetings. They've worked great for me. It might work for you. I encourage anyone to try it. And if you go to a meeting, there's AANA, CAHA, whatever, Heroin Anonymous, Cocaine Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, and you don't like it, please don't just judge it immediately. Try a couple different ones and then make your judgment, because just like anything in life, there is some meetings that aren't the best, that are distractions, but overall, in my opinion, they've been wonderful for me. But back to what I was saying, you wake up, you have to keep that addiction, you have to remember who you are and what could happen. If I go out today and I don't remember that I'm an addict and that drugs destroyed my life, and I let that slip and I go use today, there is a very good chance I will die if I start using again. I use heroin and cocaine. That was my drugs of choice. The heroin that is out there right now is fentanyl. Cut, pure. Drug dealers don't know what the heck they're doing. They're cutting whatever the hell they want with whatever the hell they want. If I start using again today, there's a good chance I will die getting high. So just like if I needed to take my cancer meds or I needed to take my insulin, I need to take my recovery medicine today. For me, that's 12-step. Some people, whatever your program is, that's what you need to do for the day to stay clean and sober. So make your recovery program, make your recovery plan, try different programs. Do not be worried about the stigma of addiction, rehab. All rehabs are not equal, but rehab in general is not a bad thing. It's fine. People are going to throw all these different, well, this rehab's not good. Well, they teach you that in there. Well, this isn't, whatever. Whatever you need to do to stay clean and sober today is your recovery program, and it works for you. Do not let others dictate your recovery program. They do not know what is going on in your brain. They do not know what it is like. Your program is your program. And if it keeps you clean today, that's awesome. K-Rugs, the Sober Dog, my program is keeping me clean today. I hope you can do whatever you need to do to stay clean today. We're all going to do this together and get rid of the stigma of addiction and stop these overdoses that are happening at an unbelievable rate. So many people struggling out there. All right? If you like my stuff, hit that notification, that subscribe. I appreciate it. Check out soberdogs.com. I got a ton of addiction information and recovery info out there. Just put a wonderful post up about Rob's story. Such a powerful story about addiction and recovery. Got to check it out. Give a lot of people hope and motivation. All right? See ya.